the Great Reset, right on the heels of trillions upon trillions, quadrillions being looted out of the world's banking system. The Great Reset on the heels of the massive money laundering scandals of the biggest banks in America, and the biggest banks in Canada, and the biggest banks in Russia, and the biggest banks in Europe and Africa, and the biggest banks in South America, Switzerland, the Netherlands. The Dutch are in this up to their eyeballs with Balmoral Castle, Buckingham Palace. The Great Reset, right on the heels of the massive robberies over at Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and HUD and FHA and all this AIG and Taylor Beaton Whitaker and our good pals over there at Silverado Savings and Loan and BB&T Bank and Lincoln Savings and Loan, and let's not forget the Madison Savings, right? Savings and Loan and Guarantee, the Madison Savings, the Clintonian McDougal operations, and all that dirt dealing. Dirt for cash. Cash for trash. Let's see, what do they call it there? Oh yeah, dirt dealing, daisy chaining, land flipping. What else is it called? Oh yeah, racketeering crimes. Now, let's narrow this down to what did Christopher Schwecker, the Deputy Director of the FBI, what did Schwecker face? Let's have a chat about this with Professor William Black and Adam Bronfman and Eric Vaughn and Patrick Lovell and Richard Bowen and Michael Winston and Oliver Max Garner and John O'Brien and Martha Cloakley and all the other personalities that are directly associated with this giant predatory mortgage swindle in the United States. So let's recap here just for a second. The biggest, crookedest racketeering banks in the world are laundering shitloads of money beyond all your comprehensions. I mean, they're laundering so many trillions, it's staggering. And at the same time, they're making predatory mortgages to people that they know damn well have no down payment. They don't have any documentation of their employment records. And they're giving them 125% mortgages on properties that are way overvalued, way overappraised, knowing damn well that they can't repay the loans. Knowing absolutely, positively, damn well that these victims of these predatory money laundering schemes, did I say predatory money laundering schemes? Yeah, I did. How is it that you launder trillions of dollars at the same time you're making all these mortgages? How is it that you clean up all this narcotics money and terrorism money and weapons trafficking money and human trafficking money and all this, tax evasion money? How is it that you launder it again? Eric Vaughn, Patrick Lovell, Adam Bronfman, Michael Winston, I can go all day long. Richard Bowen, John O'Brien, Jeff Thigpen, Max Garner, Matt Widener, Mark Stopa. How do they launder the money again? How is it laundered Dianne Feinstein, Maxine Waters, Adam Schiff? Come on down, Adam Schiff, and bring the whole Financial Services Subcommittee of the United States Congress with you, along with Finn Sen. There's some questions for FBI and William Barr and them bunch over at Treasury and U.S. Postal Service, the inspection service. How is it that they're laundering quadrillions of dollars at the same time they're making all these funny mortgages all over the world? It's not just in the United States, they're doing it in England too. Look it up on the Burnican, the great British mortgage swindle. How is the great British mortgage swindle any different than what Charlie Keating was doing at Lincoln Savings and Loan? How is it any different from what Lee Farkas and Penny Pritzker of Superior Bank were doing? And how is it any different than what, Continental Illinois and the Penn Square Bank were doing in Oklahoma City with oil and gas and mineral lending? In the oil patch. Hocus fucking pocus. Right, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see, how do you make a quadrillion or a few quadrillions of dollars disappear? And I guess to kind of sum this up, I'd like all of the names that I've mentioned in this video to explain why that word note, N-O-T-E, why is note printed on the top of the bills? And why do they call them bills, Eric Vaughn? Why do they call them bills, Steve Grubenbein? Let's talk about some modern money theory, MMT. Let's talk about fiat currencies and gargantuan, unbelievable money laundering with all those keystrokes. The keystrokes, William Barr, FBI, U.S. Department of Justice, Christopher Wray, William Barr. How is it that they launder trillions of dollars using keystrokes on computer terminals? Wire fraud? Is that the RICO? Wire fraud? They're using the computer data transfer systems of the banking industry to steal how much money? John O'Brien there? Jeff Thigpen? Adam Brofman? Patrick Level? How much money have they stolen using the computer keystrokes of the banking networks? Christopher Wray, you want to take a shot at this? William Barr? So, ladies and gentlemen, all the information and links you need below to understand this RICO is abundantly and copiously and on a gargantuan scale provided to you. And this whistleblower, old man with him, well, the next time you have one of your little colloquies and discussions on how they stole all this fiat money, get a hold of David Stockman and ask him about phony baloney fiat money. And get a hold of the Mises Institute and ask them about fiat currencies at the Mises Institute. Yeah, John Craig Roberts. Bring him into the conversation with my other friend there, Stephen Roberts, of Cancel the Cabal. And let's have a real discussion on how you rob the living shit out of planet Earth right before you engage in what you're calling a great reset. Is this the great bankruptcy for the international banking system? The great reset? What's the matter? You run out of paper and ink and notes and bills? Oh boy, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. You ought to be me. You ought to be me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it right there. And as always, hasta la vista, God bless, and never, ever, never try to fool Mother Nature.